Two things got me to where I am, and that was the courage to always take an opportunity in front of me, even if I didn't have the confidence I could do it. And I think the second is to have a phenomenal support group. If you're going to do things and you're learning or you want to be successful in life, you need people championing you. You need people when things don't go right to tell you to keep going and to build resilience and to not give up. And that's been really key to me throughout my whole life. And some would think that that would go away when you're the CEO of an organisation. It doesn't. I have to rely on that support network probably more than ever because the stakes are higher. I'm expected to make much more serious decisions, but I'm still human. And a choice I make or a decision I make might not work out. And so therefore, having the vulnerability to learn from your mistakes, but know that you can also have supporters supporting you through that. I don't want to say what leader am I, because the leader I still want to be. I think if I think that with a full stop, I give the impression that I've stopped learning and stopped trying to be better tomorrow than I am today. The leader I want to be is of an organisation that people believes has integrity, that trusts. There's no point of being a leader if no one wants to follow the vision that you're responsible for, or follow and to do some of the really courageous things that we ask here at Cape York Partnership. I'm an inclusive leader, which means I have empathy and I can really understand the challenges because I've lived them. Yeah, I think have a mentor, have a really good support group, and really, it's really important to do career progression and goal setting. I made the decision probably 4 years before I came CEO here that I wanted to be a leader of an Indigenous organisation making change in this country. And because of that, I then started to invest in myself in a very different way. I started to look at opportunities and really put myself out there by making big moves towards that, whereas I'd just been happy to sit behind the scenes, supporting an agenda, supporting other leaders and just doing the work on the ground. And I love that, don't get me wrong, that's really important. But if you want leadership, and if you've got to go after it, and especially as a woman, and especially as an Indigenous woman in this country, you have to make it really clear about what your goal is, and then have a plan in how you're going to get there. It's different for women, I think, to say that first of all, and I've had many examples of that. You know, I have a 2-year-old son, and there's lots of people still in this day and age that had an opinion about how much time I should have off or not have off work. And I can guarantee you that that was a question would never be proposed to a male CEO. So we are still working with this challenge, and it's still something that we've got to tackle. An Indigenous, so a First Nations woman, there's a lot of perception. I think the biggest thing that blocks everything is low expectations of us as a nation and of us as people. And therefore, you can, as an Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander woman, be pigeonholed, not realising that we come with a wealth of experience that we can teach corporate, government, philanthropic, least of all resilience when you need it, the courage to do the right thing and to move forward, but it is not easy. Stepping out or stepping up or having a voice, we certainly can be criticised, and you know, I've experienced that. My hope for the women of Cape York is there is a platform for them, for their voices to be heard. Women from Cape York have been talking and have a voice and really have conviction and strength to that. But there's this perception that, oh, where are they? I don't know where they are. I can guarantee you they are everywhere. We're just not listening. We just don't know who they are, and we're not providing space for them, which is why it's so important that we have these types of conversations so that people go, oh, there are so many capable, formidable Cape York women that it's unbelievable. So to me, it's about how do we platform their voices? How do they get heard, and how do we have a space that people are listening to them?